Hey developers, this is Xamarin guys. So in this tutorial, we'll be deleting Visual Studio 2017. For instance, you can select any individual component that needs to be deleted. It depends upon the system how it has been configured. You can check out my blog also. I have given that link in the description below. This method will be applicable for all versions of Visual Studio, that is 13, 15 as well as 17. At first, remove these individual components from our add or remove program. These are my list of individual components that I have installed during my installation of Visual Studio. Now let's go to our add or remove program and delete individual component from our system. Still our tutorial doesn't get complete because we are able to open our Visual Studio. So let's go to our C drive from my PC and then select C drive. Here you will find program data. If it isn't visible, then you have to go to your folder option and then select show hidden files and data. Now let's go to our program data. You have to go downside. After that, inside our Microsoft folder, here you will find our Visual Studio. Delete that Visual Studio folder. I'll go outside and then I will delete it. I have to press continue button. Let's go back. Program files 32-bit folder, that is x64. Here you have to search Microsoft Visual Studio. I'll minimize it. Now let's go back to our program files. These are my residual files that I have to delete it. Now let's again go back to our program files, that is 32-bit. Here I will delete these two folders that represent ASP.NET Core. These are my residual files that are generated during my installation of Visual Studio. Again we have to delete these folders that represent Microsoft Visual Studio products. Now let's wait for some time. Inside our 32-bit program file, we should not delete MS Build because it contains some system files, but we have to delete Visual Studio folder inside it. Now let's wait for some time. Then we have to go to run by pressing Windows plus R. Then I will press %temp %. These are my temporary files that are generated in my temp folder. Let's delete all those folders that are not required for my system. Now at last, go to your web browser. I'll select Google Chrome. You can select anything. Here I will download Visual Studio installer from my GitHub. Select that first link. Then scroll it down. Now click that download link. I'll open that download link in my next tab. It will hover to next tab. Now select first option, start download. After our download gets over, then I'll open that folder. It's in my desktop. I'll cut that and then I'll close everything. And I'll create a new folder, then I'll paste it. After our total installer gets extracted, then I have to find my exe file and I open as administrator, press Y and hit enter. Let's wait for some time. That's all. Now let's cross verify that our system has Visual Studio residual folder or not. A program file doesn't have any Visual Studio extension products, so let's go to our 32-bit program file. As we have got Microsoft SDK, we have to delete it. Then we shouldn't delete that because it contains some system files. Let's take it out. Okay, we have to go back. Now last thing is that we have to go to our users. Then Yoga 500 is my user. Then I have to go to AppData. That may be hidden. You can enable it from your folder option. Then I have to select Visual Studio services. I have to delete both folders. Then we can select our Visual Studio Common as well as Insights. I'll go back and then select Visual Studio Insight and Visual Studio Common folder and then delete it. Sorry for that, I'll delete it. That's all guys. Now you can open your web browser. Now you can install Visual Studio as per your requirement. For instance, I will be downloading Visual Studio 2017 Community Edition. These are some debugging sessions that I have made. If it really helped you, then please give a like and don't forget to comment down below.